Have you ever needed to go back and find a claim you already created in Kiro HD? Maybe to reprint it, resubmit it after maybe making a correction, or just check what was included. That's exactly what the Claim History tab is for. Today, I'm walking you through claim history in the Kiro HD Insurance dashboard. By the end of this video, you'll know how to find any past claim, understand what you're looking at when you open one, and take action on it. Whether that's downloading the file, reprinting it, or flagging it for resubmission. To get there, you first need to log into your live location. Go to Insurance. This will take you to your dashboard and then click Claim History. On the left-hand side, you've got some filters. This is how you control what claims load into this main view. The main filter you have is the start and end date. Claim history defaults to the last month, so if you're looking for something older than that, this is the first thing to adjust. As soon as you change either date, this list will reload automatically. You also have an optional third-party payer filter. If you're looking for claims billed to a specific insurance company, you'll select them here. You can also multi-select payers, or for example, if I want to find all payers that are called Blue Cross, I can start typing in the payer's name and click Select all that matches. Once your filters are set, the main panel on the right loads your claims. Each row here is one claim or one bill that was created in Kiro HD. On the left-hand side of each row, you'll see a claim label. This will have the date it was created in Kiro HD and the payers. And then on the right, you'll see the total billed amount. If a claim was created despite failing some validation checks or going through our green sheet process, you'll see this purple tag that says Bypass Validation. That doesn't mean your claim didn't go through to the clearinghouse, but it's a useful flag if you're troubleshooting a rejection. This means that the claim was created intentionally to bypass our validation process. We do not recommend it to be a normal practice to bypass the validation process. When you open a claim by clicking on the card, the first thing you'll see is a summary of information at the top. Again, it will have the date it was created, the time in Kiro HD, the payers, and the total billed amount. Bill from and bill to show the service date range that was covered by this claim. The memo shows any note that was attached at the time the claim was created. If your account is set up to receive clearinghouse acknowledgments, you'll also see a status label here, a green. Acknowledged by clearinghouse symbol. That means they received the file. A gray awaiting acknowledgement from clearinghouse means it is sent but not yet confirmed. The table inside each claim shows every individual service line that was included in the bill. But here's what each column means. Billed means the line was submitted and you haven't received a payment yet. If it says rebilled, that means it was flagged for resubmission in Kiro HD and queued up to go out on a new claim. And paid means that payment response has come back for that line item, and you've posted an EOB. Posting date is when the charges were originally posted. Patient, these are clickable links to take you to their patient profile. Third-party payer shows which insurance company that line was billed to. CPT code is your office's description and the amount. Now let's talk about what you can actually do from here. When you expand each row, you also have these action buttons. View Paper Claims allows you to open an on-screen preview of the claim formatted as a HCFF form. Use this if you want to review exactly how the claim was structured before it went out, and if you want to print it on a paper HCFF form. Download Claim File downloads the 837 or the electronic claim file. It will go into your Downloads folder. You use this if you need to manually upload the file somewhere, or just save it for your records. Send to Clearinghouse. If your account has a Clearinghouse SFTP integration setup, this lets you send the claim file directly from the Claim History tab and have it go into your Clearinghouse. When you create a claim and you click Send to Clearinghouse, this button will change. And it will then say Sent to Clearinghouse with a timestamp. That way, if I'm looking at this claim and claim history, I can easily see that this was in fact electronically sent via SFTP integration to the clearinghouse. Set all items to rebill. This button you'll use if you found an error in this claim, and you need to send all items to rebill again that were included in this claim. Make any corrections and take it through the billing process again. Delete claim. This button permanently removes the claim record. When you delete a claim, all the service lines are automatically reset to rebill status so you can still resubmit them. It doesn't delete the services, just the claim that was created. If you delete a claim, this cannot be undone. So use it when a claim was created in error, or you just need to resubmit it. Print. When you click on it, you'll see a drop-down box. Preview on HCFE opens on screen HCFE Preview. Again, this is a very useful item if you want to review the claim on a HCFE form. If you have printer configurations set up in ChiroHD, those will display below. These are to be used if you need to print this claim on a paper HCFE form, and you need specific printer configurations enabled. At the top left panel, you'll notice a mark All for Rebill button. This only appears when these claims are loaded into your current view. Instead of going claim by claim, this button resets every claim you have matching your filters, and it will set them all to rebill. This is really handy in situations like an SFTP error has occurred for a date range, or if claims were created during a window or they were not successfully transmitted, so on and so forth. But again, this will mark every bill that is pulled up that matches your filters. It will mark them all for rebill. The most common reasons people use this Claim History tab. The first one is to see what claims have been created in ChiroHD, and if they were in fact electronically sent to your clearinghouse. The second most common is to review what was created on the claim. You see an error and then you want to mark it for rebill so that you can make the corrections and resubmit it. The third most common is if there was an issue with the claim being submitted and you want to download the file or print it on paper claims, you can do that from here. So that's the Claim History tab. It's your full record of every claim that's been created in ChiroHD, with everything you need to review, reprint, re-download, or resubmit right from the same screen. Then you can take any appropriate course of action from there.